So Jose Rizal goes to Binyan. One Sunday afternoon in June 1869, Jose, after kissing the hands of his parents and a tearful parting from his sister, Rizal left Calamba for Binyan. He was accompanied by his older brother, Pasiano, who acted as his second father also. The two brothers rode in a caromata, reaching their destination after 1.5 hours drive. They proceeded to their aunt's house, where Jose Rizal, Jose Rizal was to lodge. It was almost night when they arrived, and the moon was about to rise. That same night, Jose, with his cousin named Leandro, went sightseeing in the town. Instead of enjoying the sights, Jose became depressed because of his homesickness. He uttered, "In the moonlight," he recounted, "I remember my hometown, my idolized mother, and my solicitous sisters. Oh, how sweet to me was Calamba, my own town, in spite of the fact that it is not as wealthy as Binyan." So here it goes, the first day in Binyan school, the first day of Rizal in Binyan school. The next morning, Monday, Pasiano, Rizal's older brother, brought Jose Rizal to the school of Maestro Justiniano Aquino Cruz. The school was in the house of the teacher, which was a small nipa hut about 30 meters from the home of Jose's aunt. Pasiano knew the teacher quite well because he had been a pupil under him before. He introduced Jose to the teacher. After after which he departed to return to the Calamba. So, hinatid lang niya si Jose Rizal doon sa eskwelahan. Immediately, Jose was assigned his seat in the class. Then the teacher asked him, "Do you know Spanish?" "A little, sir," replied Calambalado, which is Jose Rizal. So the teacher asked again, "Do you know Latin?" "A little, sir," replied Jose Rizal. And the boys in the class, especially Pedro, um, so the boys in the class, especially Pedro, the son of the teacher, laughed at Jose's answers. The teacher sharply stopped all the noises and began the lessons of the day. Jose described Jose described his teacher in Binyan as follows. He was tall, thin, long-necked, with sharp nose, and a body slightly bent forward. And he used to wear a sinamay shirt woven by the skilled hand of the woman of Batangas. He knew by the heart the grammars by Nebreja and Gainza. Add to this severity that in my judgment was exaggerated, and you have the picture, perhaps vague, that I have made of him, but I remember only this, said Jose Rizal. First cool Brolin the afternoon of his first day in school. When the teacher was having his siesta, Jose met the bully named Pedro, which is the son of the teacher. He was angry at this bully for making fun of him during his conversation with the teacher earlier that morning. Jose challenged Pedro to a fight. The latter readily accepted, thinking that he could easily beat the Calamba boy who was smaller and younger than him. So, the two boys wrestled furiously in the classroom, much to the glee of their classmates. So, the classmates of them cheered for to anyone who will win. So Jose, having learned the art of wrestling from his athletic Tio Manuel. So Pedro didn't know that Jose Rizal was mastered wrestling by the help of his Tio Manuel. And Jose Rizal defeated the bigger boy, which is Pedro. For this feat, he became popular among his classmates. Um, he became popular because he beated the bully. He won against the bully named Pedro. After the class in the afternoon, a classmate named Andres Salandanan challenged him to an arm wrestling match. So, for example, you are Jose Rizal, then after a fight, then you will have a fight again to another lad. So, what will happen to you? You will be weak. So, they went to a sidewalk of a house and wrestling with their arms. So, Jose, having the weaker arm, lost and nearly cracked his head on the sidewalk. So, Jose Rizal doesn't have enough energy because he earlier this morning he fight he made a fight to the bully called named Pedro. So in succeeding days, he had other fights with the boys of Binyan. So Jose Rizal is a fighter. He was not quarrelsome by nature, but he never ran away from the fight. So Jose Rizal Jose Rizal is not a troublemaker. But when someone um wants to belittle him, he will not sit down and be quiet. He will fight against that bully. So that's it.